Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert. I was just texting my sister Betsy to tell her about our great new Go Emojis Die. You know, emoticons have been around for a long time, but smartphones brought them to mainstream, and now AccuQuilt is bringing them to you. Emojis are a great way to liven up your text messages and your quilting projects. So let me introduce you to the limited edition Go Emojis Applique Die. This die includes 9 shapes that when combined make great faces to add to your next project. Just play with their placement to give them a different personality. There are 3 circles, sunglasses, which is my favorite shape on this die, a heart, a tongue, the eyebrow, the smile, and the tear. This die is a 6x12 die, and it is the limited edition teal tray. The die comes in special packaging to make it easy to recognize in your store. These shapes are charm pack friendly and a great way to use up your scraps. But the best part about this die is that it comes with a free embroidery download. That download includes 3 stitches, a satin stitch, a motif stitch, and look at this super cute blanket stitch. But quilters, that's not all. It also has the Go Celebrate Emojis wall hanging pattern included on the packaging. We're going to show you how to make it later in this video. Quilters, the Go Emoji Die isn't just for making emojis. I want you to think outside the box. This die includes 3 circle sizes and other versatile shapes that can be used for a wide variety of projects. So mix and match them with other applique dies. Also, you could use the Go Cube mix and match 8-inch and 12-inch blocks to create this really cool throw quilt. This graphic emoji quilt makes a great project for a teen or a tween just learning to sew. The Go Emojis die is compatible with all Go fabric cutters. You can also use it with your studio cutter, so long as you have an appropriate adapter. It's exceptionally fun with the Go Me Easy Fabric Project Maker. Why not let the next generation of quilters, sewers, and crafters go wild creating some projects? All of our cutters are safe and easy to use. They also reduce hand and arm strain that you might experience with other cutting methods. Remember, the Go Emojis is a limited edition die and will only be available to the end of 2019. So make sure you pick one up from your favorite retail store or online at AccuQuilt.com. Stick around, we're going to show you how to make the Go Celebrate Emojis wall hanging. Thanks for joining us as we learn to make this really fun Go Celebrate Emojis wall hanging. Isn't this cute? All right, you're just going to need 3 dies to make this project. The first die you're going to need is die number 5 from the 8-inch cube. It's those small half square triangles, and that's what we use for the border. The next die you're going to need is die number 1 from the 12-inch cube. It's the 6-inch finished square. And then the last die that you're going to need is this super fun Go Emojis die. Now quilters, you can make whatever emojis you want to make. Today we're going to use the circle, the sunglasses, and the smiley face because the sunglasses are my favorite, okay? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take our half square triangles, put that label at your belly, lengthwise grain, pull it tight. Remember, you can cut up to 6 layers of cotton in one pass. Okay, give it some love. Slide, don't lift. Pull back. Now, quilters, keep in mind that this pattern is actually on the packaging, so you don't want to get rid of the packaging. You want to refer to the pattern as you're making it. All right, the next shape we're going to cut are the squares. So again, I'm going to take that label, put it at my belly, lengthwise grain. I'm going to use our Go Big electric fabric cutter today, but if you were making this project, you could use the Go fabric cutter as well. All right, put it through. Give it some love. Get rid of that static. Slide, don't lift. Pull back, and now we have our perfect squares. This is the base that your emojis are gonna sit on. Now, I'm gonna cut 3 shapes. So the great thing about Go dies is you could cut 1 shape or all the shapes or a multiple amount of shapes. So I'm gonna take my pre-fused fabric. Keep in mind, quilters, if you're using pre-fused fabric, you can only use 4 layers instead of the normal 6. Also, once you fuse fabric, you don't have to worry about lengthwise grain. All right, so I'm gonna cover my circle here with the big circle because that's the emoji. And here's my little block for the sunglasses. The little sunnies, as we call them at our house. And the smiley face. So look how I laid these shapes here, quilters. I just barely covered the shape that I want to cut. Put the cutting mat down. All right, give it some love. Slide, don't lift. And look at how perfect and easy those shapes were to cut. All right, here's my smiley face, and here's my circle, okay? And these, when we get ready to iron them down, are just gonna transfer here to this big 6-inch square. And remember, you can do whatever shapes that you want to make whatever faces you want to make. So look how easy that was to create that fun emoji. And let me show you kind of a trick to sew these half square triangles together. Remember, that's the pieces that we're gonna use for the border. So I'm gonna take my yellow and my blue and I'm gonna put right sides together. And since we cut it with our Go dies, look how easy this is. We've cut off the dog ears here in the top and the bottom. So from this point here to this point here is a perfect 1/4 inch seam. All right, I'm gonna take my little fabric here and I'm gonna start. And since I have a lot of these half square triangles to sew together, I'm just gonna chain stitch a few and show you how easy they are to go together. So let me put these together here. All right, here we go. And I'm just gonna start with the next one. And then quilters, you would continue to sew all of your half square triangles together into that beautiful chain stitch. Then you're just gonna open them up, press them to the dark side, and look how perfect those squares are. They come out just like this. So look how fast and easy this project was to make. Quilters, we would love to see your finished emoji projects. You can show them on our Facebook page, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. I'm Pam Heller from AccuQuilt. I'm here to help you cut time so you can quilt more.
Hi, I'm Erica, and I'm here to show you how to work with the free downloadable embroidery that comes with our new Go Emojis Die. Now, there is a download link inside the packaging, and all the shapes come on the die to make all of these fun emojis and whatever else you come up with as well. Now, today I'm going to show you how to stitch out one with the sunglasses and the smiley face. So we are going to go ahead and get started with that. I've got my background and stabilizer already hooped and in the machine. We have pre-fused our fabric and cut it out. I just need to pull the paper off and that will be ready to go. The first thing that my machine is going to do is stitch out a placement stitch. Now normally I would match my background fabric to my thread for this stitch, but I'm going to go ahead and use black so that you can really see it. So we're going to get started with this right now. Perfect. So let me show you that placement stitch. we've got our perfect circle there. Now I can bring it over here and iron this on. We'll suggest that you use a lightweight or a featherweight fusible. And so you can see that fits just perfectly on there. I'm going to go ahead and just lightly iron down those edges to make sure that it's tacked down securely before I start the embroidery, and make sure that we get a great finished product. We've got that all tacked down, and we can take it back to the machine. It's going to go ahead and take us to our next step. Okay, so our circle is done stitching down. Now we can go back, and as I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and work with the cute sunglasses and the smiley face. So we're going to get more placement stitches now to add these pieces to our design. Just like before, we can come back and put down our little smiley face here. I don't want to be careful you don't get yourself burned. If you've got an iron next to you like I do here, be sure you follow your safety rules. Watch out for that. Okay, we've got that tapped down. Back to the sewing machine. And now we can add the sunglasses. And ready for our last piece of our design. And again, peel our paper off the back. Ready to go with our sunglasses. And get those placed on just right with those placement stitches. Tack down the edges lightly with your iron. And we're ready for the final step. One last time to our machine. And we'll have our design complete in no time. And we're done. So now you've created your design and it's ready to go into your project. We so look forward to seeing what project ideas you come up with to make with the Go Emojis Die and the free downloadable embroidery. There's so much that you can do and the possibilities are really endless. We hope you'll share your projects with us on our Facebook page. And always remember that at AccuQuilt, we're here to help you cut time so you can quilt more.